After 2.5 years of work, I finally made it to the sailboat. I was pretty clueless on what to expect after leaving her for so long, and I felt pretty guilty for not giving her the attention she deserved. You just never know what could happen after 2 years of sitting by yourself. While we were away, a couple of hurricanes and tornadoes had hit the area. It was a pleasant surprise to see the plastic was still there. In fact, on the Chesapeake up the C&D Canal, the remnants of some of the storms can still be seen. While the Bohemian was out of the water, I spent 2 or 3 long months just fixing things. Through holes, pumping up hundreds of gallons of water out of the bilge, and just a lot of cleaning. Then the big job was learning how to use the 5 fuel tanks and bleed the fuel lines to start the motor. But not before rebuilding the starter, new batteries. That was a whopping $3,500. As the days got closer to winter, there were still so many tasks to do that it filled me and Shelly's days with just learning how to rig the furlers and halyards. The unusual staysail rig was a little different to figure out, but in the end, it wasn't as hard as I thought it'd be. All right, there's the sails from North. We had North sails, put new sacrificials, and then the Genoa restitched. There's one of the mains, and there's the other main, and then I think that's the Genoa. And that cost to have all that done, the grand total, $4,300. So it was pretty expensive. And then look, all those lines. See how that red line there? There's 2 halyards, and then the one holding that boom up is a topping lift. And then you have, I think, 3 halyards up there and a topping lift holding that boom up. And then there's some of the spools. There's 1, 2, 3, and then there's 4, 6 spools, and they cost around $700 a spool. And then so we're going to put the sails up today, and then you see those furlers, those drums that sit down at the bottom of those tubes right there. Those got to get 1/2 inch rope on it. So all right, this is the day. I'm getting ready to take off. It's like 30 damn degrees outside, and we got to take this boat up to Delaware, to the C&D Canal, to a marina. It's like 75 miles from here. But it's the first time we ever sailed this big ass boat, so we're gonna do it. And then the drive shaft, it wiggles a little bit at where it goes out the boat. So I don't know. I hope it don't hurt. I'm gonna rebuild the transmission anyway, so it's not gonna. I just don't want to get stuck out there. But we got Towboat USA, so if anything happens, we'll call them. They'll tow us the rest of the way to that marina. I bought a portable kerosene heater. So if we get to the here, look, not too right there. So, and then I bought a little portable generator, right? Let's see, can you see it? I don't know. Right down there, it's like a little Ryobi generator. There it is. And that's for in case we accidentally run the batteries down and can't start the motor or the generator, because the generator works. So tonight I'll run the generator for about an hour, charge the batteries back up. And but if you screw up, you've got to have a way to charge your batteries to start the motor, or you'll be stuck in some scenario. Hopefully, the plan is to go to another marina and stay the night. So we got to get up there for dark, and because I don't really feel like anchoring. The anchor that I have is like $2,500 damn anchor,
and the water's cold. You'd have to pay a diver to come out and get it up, and that costs a lot of money. And I got it, but I'm not getting it. I don't have any way to get in that cold water, and you can't see it. It's like if I was down somewhere in the Bahamas or something, you could see your anchor, it wouldn't matter. But I'm not losing that anchor. And then the other anchor, I have a secondary anchor. It's like a day anchor. Anchor rope's kind of old. I haven't replaced it yet, but you know, I'm getting to it. I'll get into that stuff. So everything should work out, I hope. We'll see. I'm gonna videotape it.
Once you get this thing moving, it takes a minute to get this thing to stop it. So
goodbye, Harchie.
what's the temperature on the motor? Alright, we're going 4 knots, and it's freaking cold as hell. It's just windy. The wind's cold. It's in the morning. So we motored out, we hit the mud once, backed out, got it figured out. Now we're almost to the bay where you...
Yeah, tell them why you hit the mud.
Because I went on the wrong side of the buoy. Shelly says, go to the left. So I went to the left. How was that?
Not to the left of the buoy.
Go to the left of the buoy.
Keep the buoy on your left.
Keep the buoy on your left. Whatever. And I said, we got to go under that bridge. And we do. We're going to see who's the better sailor right now. She goes, that's not the right bridge. Shelly, it's the only bridge. She goes, it's not running out my nose. It's too cold. Nobody wants to sail in cold weather. I don't. Listen to the sound of that water. The noise was so relaxing. I sailed from 7 in the morning till late into the night. The winds were absolutely perfect, reaching speeds of 20 knots. I found myself sailing just to sail. At the end, we anchored in high winds, where the only protection was a hill where we escaped some of Mother Nature's fury. I spent an hour up and down checking the hold of the anchor while the wind was howling all around us, and finally accepted my fate and fell into a deep sleep. It was everything I had ever hoped for. Right, we're at the entrance of the C&C or C&D Canal. And it's just houses and stuff. It's just like the Ozarks. And then you get up here, there's some bridges. There's a yacht, big old way up there. If I see anything interesting, I'll do some more stuff. Video. We arose early that morning to the sound of vessels passing by. The anchor came up without a hitch, and the windlass worked strong. My wife guided the boat to relieve the stress off the chain, and when it was up, I think she felt more satisfaction than me. As I left, my confidence that day rose a few notches higher. We traveled about 2 more hours by motor and met the entrance to the marina with a high tide. I think I'll stay here for a while and work on her. I'll get her pulled out, paint the bottom, give the props some maintenance, work on the rudder while the days just melt away.